Hi, this is Keith Bryant for Global SMT and Packaging at President of India, and I am here with Mr. Thiyagarajan,
Yes.
CEO of Nuline Technology, and until very recently, IPC President India.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much for this opportunity to talk to you. And as you all know, India has been the destination for software for almost now 3 decades. Most of the companies have their operations in India for software development. What people don't probably understand is that with such a huge population, we can also be a destination for hardware development. So that's what the government is focusing on, and our Prime Minister has made it very clear during the inauguration 2 days back that this is the time to be in India for hardware development. What it means is that it's only not assembly of the product, also the development of semiconductor. So software requires semiconductor requires circuit boards. We want to take the concept of product in India. So far we have been importing most of the components from outside. We should be able to manufacture them in India. So we have invited many companies to partner in our efforts to set up all these manufacturing facility. And as you know that we started making iPhones, we started making certain semiconductors, communication equipment and medical equipment, and all those things are happening in a big way. What we need great support from the Western countries to share technology, to share wealth of information regarding the manufacturing process. Like it happened in the software, we can also take the hardware. So that being the case, the government is supporting in terms of incentive to set up plants, financial assistance to get the capital equipment. Skills development is one of the major issues that we need to focus on. So Electronic Skills Development Council of India, of which we are all part of it, has identified the sectors in each of this manufacturing process and training people in large volumes like equipment manufacturing, plant operation, process control, plus the maintenance of the equipment. That what is important is that we need to maintain the equipment that we manufacture. So the training is being given in all these sectors like aircons, white goods, everything is being to be maintained properly to deliver quality for the customer. So once this happens, we will be well set to take on the challenge from the world in terms of hardware manufacturing. The hardware manufacturing is going to be the thing in India for which support is available both from the government as well as the industrialists to venture into this. All these years we have been very strong in automotive, strong in core sectors like electricity, steel and mines and so on and so forth. We never came into product definition. So this has come as a challenge for us, defining products, specifications, defining how the mold and other things can happen for the end product. All these things are happening. So we want to be a product development company, starting from a toys to technology product. This is what is happening, and this challenge is welcome in India. We are taking it up as a personal thing to deliver quality in terms of performance, in terms of scalability, in terms of ecosystem. We are here to do that.
Thank you for that. That's a great explanation. You used the word component, and I'm very pleased and refreshed to hear that, because until today, until you, everyone has been talking about semiconductor, but we all know there are a huge range of components that are on the board. There are not semiconductors. Yeah. There's capacitors and a whole resistors and a whole lot of other stuff, and you need those guys as well.
Exactly. It's very important. As I said, it's like we generate power, we need a transmission line to reach to the end user. The components is like transmission lines, like you make semiconductor, you have software, but you can't make a product. So we want to see that the line is complete so that we deliver a product to the customer. See, we don't want to send our design technology overseas to get the foundry fab done and then bring the chips back. We could do it ourselves. We have all the facility. We need clean water, the environment, the support from the government. That's what we are planning to do on the components.
Yep. I say it's a great plan. How are you going to fill these factories with people? Is there a plan for this also?
Yes. As you know, India produces the maximum number of engineers in terms of technology, no problems at all. But they need to focus the curriculum in terms of manufacturing. All these years it is we focus more in terms of software coding and testing, services. We need to move from services to product definition, from using the software to developing the software. All these years this has been happening. Like, we used to get a software from overseas and then make designs here. But now we would like to make the system design, concept design, then make it into a product.
Okay, so you're going to be training the people, you're going to have university courses specific to the industry needs.
Absolutely. Already guidelines have been given, what are the courses that we need, what are the kind of people we need, what it will mean to the employment opportunities are created for these people. Today we need more people. Yes, I need people for my own operations, like people who can develop new systems and so on and so forth. There is a focus on that, and the skilled manpower that's coming out of the colleges have to be focused on this manufacturing and other things. Then we are going.
Yep. I have to say you're sounding really positive, which is what I've been hearing from everybody. So what do you see the challenges are going to be for the next 5 years as we go through?
Next 5 years, yes, we have a very clear policy from the government as to, we don't make the complete electronics. We know the targets for each one of these things. Okay, by 2030, we should have some 50% of the requirement of, say, like circuit boards, we should be able to develop locally. Even we might still need some support from outside in terms of import, but at least if we reach, currently we are about 20 to 30%. We must move that to 50% so that we make the products locally. That is one. We have a set target for each discipline. So every industry has been given a target, you need to do this. So our focus is very clear. What is the manpower requirement for each of these? We have set the universities to work developing the skills for that. And even we got the financial institutions like banks to come and support all our activities. Government will stand guarantee for this production so that there is no risk involved in terms of committing funds from the financial institutions, because the government is going to support them. And yes, the cost of finance is high in India, you know that, like we are not on par with the Western world or even, but with good support, with commitment to ensure that the money given is going to use good returns, we are okay.
Yep, solid business, solid financial footing, really good, strong foundation, absolutely perfect. So thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you.
That's Keith Bryan for Global S&T and Packaging, Productronica India, signing out.